First and foremost, what's going on, man? Welcome back, man. Welcome back if you new. Welcome back if you old. No, y'all had turn me up a little bit with a little 100 views. I appreciate it. Hey, that's damn good for me because I ain't been on this channel in I don't know how long. So the fact that I still got a couple little hits here and there, let me go ahead and get the motion going because y'all know February 14 coming up, and that's the Kid Cash Day coming up. So let's get back right. We got Desi Banks scandal just got 1,000 times worse. Now I ain't seen too much work on my boy Desi lately, so let's see what they talking about.
Banks is handling getting exposed in the worst way possible. I've never seen anybody handle getting exposed any worse. Before we get this video started, if you're in need of some money and you really need to find a way to get your hands on some quick cash, there's an app called Free Cash where
I
they
ain't gonna
pay you
lie.
to test.
I ain't gonna lie. I got nope. Don't get no damn. Don't get no fucks. Let's get to the video.
The Gray Zone article about him. The Gray Zone article was accusing Desi Banks of being in cahoots with Mossad recruitment ads for Iranians. So the article will say that days after anti-government rioters spread mayhem across Iran, Israel Mossad published a new series of Farsi language online recruitment ads. The Israeli Foreign Intelligence Services has taken partial credit for the deadly unrest, pledging in a December 29th Twitter X post that its agents were in the field with protesters. Now it is escalating its infiltration efforts by soliciting spies inside Iran and throughout the Persian diaspora. So pretty much Israel wants a regime change in Iran, right? They want to overthrow the current people in charge, and they're doing so, right? From within. They're having spies, they're doing protesting, and Iran is responding back by just murdering protesters. But Israel is recruiting people fast, and they're using Google ads to recruit people, to be Mossad agents who can go to Israel and infiltrate from within. But the problem is these foreign intelligence, they don't have like their own ad accounts, right? Because obviously you can't have your own ad account, right? Because that puts like your national intelligence at risk. So they have to utilize certain people's ad accounts, right? They will pay you to utilize your ad account. But the problem with that is if they're paying you to utilize your ad account so they could recruit from Mossad agents, well, it's public knowledge, right? Is like not a secret. People can see, where the ads are coming from. They can see who ad accounts is being used. In this case, Gray Zone was able to uncover that Desi Banks' ad accounts were being used to recruit Mossad agents in Iran. Okay, so if we scroll down, you can see the ads are ads like this, right? Where it says your role, Iranian abroad, is vital. The final days of the regime have arrived. If you know someone who works in sensitive industries or centers, contacts us. Use the secure form below to contact us, etc., etc. So the text is followed by a link to a Google form, which allows potential recruits to apply as Mossad informants, promising them protection and lucrative rewards. At the center of the recruitment form is an image of a tattooed arm holding a trash bag embossed with the logo of the Islamic Republic of Iran. It reads, "Build a future, opportunities, it is right now." A separate Mossad recruitment ad was released on January 14th, which makes explicit reference to the violent upheaval inside Iran. Now, they were able to.
So I'm lost because I thought we were talking about completely Desi Banks, but I guess this about some Iranian shit about Desi Banks, which sounds so fucking crazy. Like, don't that sound crazy? But let me keep going.
Tie this back to Desi Banks, like through several things. So if you read an ad, the Mossad has placed several recruitment ads on YouTube and other Google-owned social media platforms through Desi Banks Production LLC. Here's an example of one of the ads that were ran on the account. This is like a literal ad. As you can see, the advertiser is Desi Banks Productions LLC. Now, the logical conclusion here is obviously Israel, probably cut a check to Desi Banks, probably, right? I don't know for a fact, but probably cut a check to Desi Banks to utilize their ad account. Like the possibility that Israel stole Desi Banks' ad account to utilize, like, come on, bro. Like, to me, that's improbable. Desi will maintain his innocence, and he will take to his social media to say that he don't know how they were able to utilize his ad account. He don't know what's going on. He has nothing to do with this at all. And he took to Twitter, and he wrote, Stop believing BS. I hate that this is happening to me because I don't even know what any of this is. People are really getting fooled for clickbait. Bro, it's not clickbait. Like, there were actual ads ran on your account. I have kids and I would never in my life be involved in.
But I mean, it's clickbait still though, because it's like I mean, y'all. I mean, come on, y'all. We look at a YouTube title, right? And that shit can say such and such slapped somebody, or such and such slept somebody. Matter of fact, a good example. I seen one title today where it said Glorilla getting such and such in a Tubi movie. I ain't look at the video. I might react to that next, but you know what I'm saying? Just shit like that. So technically, Desi didn't, in my opinion, Desi ain't really have nothing to do with it because Desi don't know. And when you don't know, like, certain ads is ran on your profile because you moving list left, right, left, and every time you make a move, you ain't got time to look at no motherfucking ad on your business. So it's like, I don't know.
Something like this. Someone used my LLC without my knowledge. How? I don't know yet. So now Desi is saying that Israel used Desi Banks LLC instead of his ad account. That they created a whole new Google ad account with Desi Banks LLC. All right, man. But my team is digging into it right now. I have no idea who's doing this or why. I have never run, approved, or had any involvement with political ads or anything in another language. My business is already working with Google to remove anything that was done without my permission and to figure out how my company name was used. Stop spreading false narratives off random posts when you don't know the truth. The whole situation is confusing and frustrating, and I'm doing everything I can to get answers. This is sucks, dog, and no, I don't deserve it. I'll be real, Desi. If you had nothing to do with it, again, I'm telling you right now, bro. If you got nothing to do with it, then check somebody on your team, right? Because the possibility that these people found you, like to victimize, or they just found you out of everybody on earth to utilize your LLC, that's improbable. It feels like somebody in your team, or maybe you, probably, all right, sold out for a bag, probably sold the account for a couple. They pay a lot for some ish like this. To use my ad account? What, 100,000, man? Here, not expecting for it to get out, and now it got out. All right, but now that it got out, I feel like like Desi should have probably handled this directly with Google or with them. He even showed a picture of him going to the police station to make a report, but Desi is now not only trying to, get to the bottom of this, but he's also trying to control the narrative. He's setting cease and desist and threatening to sue content creators, you know, because they cover this. One person in particular is a YouTuber by the name of Think Peace Tribe. And here's what he had to say in regards to his back and forth with Desi Banks and his team.
The first email says, and I quote, "Dear ForQuest Doc, I'm writing on behalf of Desi Banks and Desi Banks Productions LLC regarding your videos. Desi Banks unironically has Mossad ties, and Desi Banks refuses to say Free Palestine and texted me. Published on January 22nd through the 23rd, 2026, or any other related references and dates. The content contains inaccurate and misleading statements consisting of defamatory headlines/hooks, verbal content, and screenshots attempting to link Mr. Banks or his company to activities he had no knowledge of or involvement in. Mr. Banks is in contact with Google and the proper authorities to address this misuse of his business information, specifically the claims regarding Mossad recruitment ads, Google ad policy violations, and the headlines/titles and content you've used are factually incorrect, misleading to the public, and may be considered defamatory. I'd like to kindly..."
All right, buddy, reading this whole shit. Get back to the video. Y'all can read that shit. Buddy reading, but all right, I thought he was going to speed shit up something.
You also take into account that, the Gray Zone article did come out. They did provide the receipts. They did provide proof that, like that Desi Banks LLC, right, was being used to run, Mossad commercials or Mossad ads. So if a content creator reported on that and then they gave their opinion that they believe that you were involved, to sue them for defamation in that regard will probably be tough, right? Damn near impossible. You probably won't win whatsoever. Now, what I would say though, this kid continued and he even said like, "Oh, I told you to provide me proof you was not." Well, if you're gonna like make the accusation or say that you think that he is involved or that he did willingly do this or he was in the know-how, then the burden of proof isn't on him to prove that he's not in the know-how, is on you to prove. So, I did have a problem with this kid saying, well, I told Desi, show me the proof. It's kind of like, nasty work, right? Especially if y'all had a conversation, to still go on and do this. It's still nasty work, but like Desi Banks can't sue this kid. Like he has, no legal grounds to sue him whatsoever.
bar for bar, and gave my opinions, analyses, which is protected by my First Amendment rights if this country...
Y'all can stop and read this shit. I'm not listening to Buddy. He just running his fucking mouth. But yeah. I'll drop the real video and the link in the bottom description. Come on, Flacco. What his name? Flacco, right? Yeah, come on, Flacco.
Which is certainly not proof of innocence.
Desi Banks have been on the internet for a while now, so he should know better. Bro, you can't beat the internet. And bro, I'm damn sure not hopping in no DMs of a YouTuber to explain myself. Bro, YouTubers are the thirstiest people on earth. Trust me, bro. Right? YouTubers are garbage human beings. They're not good people. A YouTuber will throw you under the bus if they...
Hold on, no, say, well, I say ain't no YouTuber for real. Anyway, I say I'm something else, but proceed.
Can get a little bit of clout. Listen, if a YouTuber can get their big story for the day, and that means making your life, inexplicably harder, they're not gonna have mercy on you, bro. A YouTuber is not gonna get a message from you and then say, "Oh yeah, I talked to him. Let me pass up on 200,000 views." It's not happening, bro. These people are not good people. YouTubers are terrible human beings. So I wouldn't even have wasted my time with a YouTuber, bro. All right, listen. Desi Banks thought having a conversation with that dude would have stopped that dude from going on YouTube. All right, and pushing the narrative to get views. It's not gonna, bro. All right, a YouTuber ain't passing up on views, all right, for your friendship. It's not happening, bro. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, man? Do y'all think that Desi Banks is guilty? Let me know, okay? All right, and if you're still watching this video,
hey man, y'all say what y'all think, man. Y'all, I mean, honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and say probably what half of the people was thinking anyway. Bruh, Desi ain't do that. Bruh, come on now. I don't think don't get me wrong. Everybody gonna jump the gun and say, I don't know, Jay, but you could be wrong. I could be. But in my own firm opinion, bro, I feel like Desi ain't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think Desi knew. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think, like, I don't think Desi even knew like what really was going on. Now I do agree he should have just went to the Google team, but him trying to clear his name and all that shit, because he done did so much work. So it's like, I feel like something like this could hinder him, and he felt like that. So he felt like, damn, bro, I gotta let these folks know exactly what's going on. And other YouTubers trying to spread it out, I gotta stop this shit. So I understand that part too. But y'all tell me what y'all think on it, man. Go ahead, like, comment, sub for the boy. Yeah, get out.